you at the same time, like, you know, the people can see what you're playing and shit.
I mean, I thought about it, but you know, I want people to like watch me for my gaming, not for my face.
Sometimes you get those kills, bro, you know, or those views.
Warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Hey, I gotta send y'all my I created a Discord too. I gotta send that to y'all.
That's for the people to give you donations.
Been against someone who's paid hundreds of dollars in the game. It's all about
Well, it's where it's like a chat feed.
Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Where it's like a chat feed.
I used to like how the Xbox had it when you PS thing. You didn't have to really like worry about it.
They're right below us. Stunned.
Right behind that. Oh, here.
One more, further back.
Wow, you got it. Here. No way that guy killed me.
Survivors, you can redeploy.
Somebody else.
I wasn't full play.
Get ready.
But still. But I got double teamed though, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You lose, your fight is over. Sort out or capture the objective.
What?
You're heading back to base.
Bro, I had so many shots on him.
Yo, did you check how the ping was today? I didn't even check it.
Oh no, I didn't.
You fucking bitch. Oh!
I was stunned, dude. I was stunned. Nothing I got.
That's embarrassing.
That's the first time I ever been executed on a gulag.
That's embarrassing. Yeah, dude, that was live.
Yes, it is.
Everybody knows about it.
First time ever since this game been out, I've been executed on gulag. I executed people. I've never been executed until now.
It happens, you know. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, but those are the type of things I don't let happen, you know. Hard on myself about that, bro.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I just changed my TV settings too, so my monitor settings, so it looks a little different. So I kind of got to get used to that too. This shit is clear as fuck.
Enemy soldier incoming. You're done warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
This shit is so clear, bro. Like, it doesn't even look good. It's so
Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
No. I watched them people playing it. That shit looks dumb, bro. The graphics.
Yeah, quick fun, but this is only like what you call it, working back then, like what is it called? Battle Royale.
But just like the layout of it to me looks fucking retarded, bro.
Kind of is. Now that like you know I've been playing this, it's like when you go back to it, it's like what the fuck? Like, this is trash. And the fucked up part about it is that game has some mad potential, bro.
Yeah, it looks too fake for my liking.
Revolution.
So N1Z1 is the one who actually started the Battle Royale.
This way, move it. Body armor in.
But well, PUBG
PUBG popularized that, and then what's the other gay one? The one that a lot of kids like to play.
Fucking Fortnite.
Came out.
There was people on the other side.
That's when all the queers decided, you know, to come out on the woodwork.
Here. Crack one. Multiple.
Two down, one down, two down. Two finish.
flew in.
Probably just a guy that flew in then.
Supply box marked.
One outside here.
You have a heartbeat?
Nope, he just landed outside. Oh, he's over here.
Oh,
He ran.
did.
Where's he he going towards gas?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I think he's going around store. Oh, there he is. Is him?
Alright, he's trying to get his teammates out.
Yeah, he's trying to go to the gas station. Or,
Alright, there's no bike station or gas station though. Hey, let's run that motherfucker down. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, it's just one guy. It's just one guy.
I hear.
There you go. He's dead.
Easy tried.
They want to watch me, so I got to give them love.
All right, moving up. Eddie, you need this. Eddie, you need this.
Do we have a buy cart at Superstore at all?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Go get her loaded.
Very nice.
Sorry about that.
You were letting the drain out of the tub? Or was that a frog?
I'm gonna buy myself and
That
a
was a bullfrog
UAV.
that happened.
Loadout drop inbound.
Somebody flew in. Somebody
Right across from us. Right across from us.
UAV entering the AO.
Yep, right there. Let me know if you guys want to push that.
We're pushing everything, dog.
Damn.
I didn't even hear. I hear you.
That's
Team white.
yeah, team white. That's
Team wipe.
dead silence for the win. All right, did y'all know that if you're on dead silence and you get a kill, it adds time back on it?
Oh, I did not know that.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Objective located. Track updated. New objective identified.
I'm buying another UAV.
This here. Dropping 5 plates here.
Primary objective accomplished. Drive on the ground.
10 plates here.
Put the plates.
I'm gonna grab this bounty.
Do it.
Request recon. Send the flyover.
UAV entering the AO.
Got anybody close?
Target identified. Slot the bastard.
Oh, our bounty is the max bounty.
He's the what?
The max
oh,
bounty.
It is. It's, we can get double points.
Oh, he just got off max. Hey,
I never heard of that.
hey, grab that car and catch up to me.
Yeah. On the other.
Shit, yeah, I didn't even know it was over there.
Yeah, I just looked at the map.
I was still at I was still at
God damn.
Superstore. It's because I was at Superstore, guys. So
Okay.
he's at pool.
Okay.
Ground to actual. Request
They're
flyover.
they're probably on the roof.
There's multiples. No, multiple teams. We got one down.
You wanna drop out here? Cuban and go around a little bit closer.
We're gonna, those if you want, get over here.
I'm down.
I got one dead.
Oh, thank you. There's one down. I got it on top of the.
You gotta always be the decoy, bro. Somebody else gotta be the decoy.
Sure.
Strike two. Nice. Got it, go. Dead.
UAV is bingo fuel.
This is on the road. That's another highlight for him.
We killing, baby. We killing. Did y'all kill that other guy over there?
24 meters this way. 24 meters this way. Yeah. 24 meters.
Request
Oh,
recon.
that's
Send the
fine.
flyover.
I'll
Going
see
this
you.
way.
UAV entering the AO.
Yeah, there's loadouts here.
Are you ready now? Hey, I want to grab loadout for my
Yeah, I want to get my secondary myself.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
I've been running AOD now, man.
EOD.
We're inside the circle.
Yeah, EOD.
Stock up, get set.
I took it off actually. I got the double time on.
Oh, to run fast, to run more?
Fuck yeah, dude. Run fast as hell. Y'all need to buy self reses and some more
Yeah, let's go
UAV.
buy
Pop another
self-res.
UAV. I have a UAV in pocket, but I don't
Alright.
have any more cash.
We're going to storage town for the buy station.
Yeah, right here, right here.
Be advised, enemy team is tracking your location.
They better try to get me.
Vendor mark.
They better try to get me.
So Prez, using UAV.
Yeah, pop one real quick.
Friendly
Copy
UAV
that.
overhead.
Good team here.
Going this way.
No, I popped another one. Shit, accidentally I popped the one.
Thanks,
Those
UAV
are
on
dropping
the oh, we
someone?
got.
Yeah, buy another one and pop it then.
Might have dropped you too much. Give me back 500 if you can. In case I can get another one.
Damn it, that's
Alright, let's go.
Alright, y'all, I'll play your game now, however y'all want to play. We're second circle
No,
in.
No, we can still kill.
Got incoming.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, we can.
We're doing good. We're doing good at what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Let's do what we're doing.
And we only got one team on UAV, and that might be our bounty too. Who knows? Won't work that way.
I didn't see him on UAV anymore.
Nah, they just UAV's over. They're at blue ping.
Oh shit. Look to the skies.
10 people.
Wow. You guys want to ride airport?
Yeah, we can go airport roof.
Yeah, sure.
It's a good push. I still have a UAV in pocket, so we can grab that bounty over there too.
Yeah, I got one in pocket.
Enemy UAV overhead.
If y'all see a dead silence, mark it.
I got one in pocket too. One of those.
I'll mark one with this.
Anybody need shields?
No, cool.
Just pick one up. Satchel, let me know.
Yeah, I don't have a satchel.
I'm boosting that part. What I'm missing is a gas mask.
I do have that.
Where? Oh, there.
Yeah, the one team that was on UAV.
Did it fall down?
One's at green.
you running? Are you running the DMR?
Oh yeah.
Right
Where's
here?
that green one with red?
Dude, none
Damn,
of my
all
shots
my shots
connected on
were
that.
behind
And
him,
like
bro.
4 shots
New safe
went
zone
right through
located.
him.
Yeah, I feel the same, bro. Like they were just trailing. Y'all want to push? Yeah, we gotta move forward anyway.
Yeah, I gotta go. Oh,
Who's shooting at y'all?
I'm gonna step on this
same
dirt.
roof over there.
I hit him a couple times.
Yeah, I'm lagging. I say just lag putting shields on.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Well, we know one's.
Somebody else is fighting over here.
Yeah, we know one jumped down towards the hangars.
Oh, right there. He went to that hangar. He's on that hangar right there. I just had to go in. Ooh, it looks like he might be solo too. Cause
Oh, there's one up here.
he's running over here. Over here.
Oh! One on top of the roof. Yeah, right side.
I cracked. I down green.
You went outside the building though, or you still on? You die on roof?
I died downstairs, but he was shooting from the roof the original roof that we were looking at.
Yep, they shooting me now. Holy shit, he about got me.
I don't see where he's at.
He's over there by the tanks.
Plate has been cleared.
Somebody here, god damn it. Where the fuck is this guy coming from?
I'm gonna load out.
If they survive, they
I'm
can
running for the
redeploy.
Mac 10, the gut gun. Apparently that shit is like super overpowered.
Damn it.
I'll get nerfed eventually.
I got one of them. Got it out.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom. Just wait for your turn now. Be ready.
Let me see your destructions. Oh, I gotta eat my pizza rolls. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a break after this one.
Okay.
What are you making? Bracelet or what? Three things? Ooh, we can make her a necklace that says mom.
Your teammates
See, like
stand
this?
in. They're returning to base.
You wanna do that? Alright, so is this these are our moldings that go in there, I think?
Win here and you return to the front line.
Yeah, hold on, baby.
Lose, your fight is over. You're up, soldier. Now go sort this fucker out.
You need out?
Yep.
If you're out
The
here.
buy station right there, better buy station.
Oh, baby. On your pinky.
Look both ways before crossing the street.
Oh, you're right. Damn, that's kind of far. I need a car.
That's in the middle of that.
Airfield.
Waypoint mark.
Yep.
Tagging aid station
Yep,
location.
middle airfield.
Ignore.
Ignore that one. Get a vehicle? There's no vehicle. Fuck. Yep. There's that close air vehicle right there. But
Did I get it? Can I get you out?
you're
now?
better off going by foot. Top of the roof and I think he's up there. You see there's a ladder right next to the building though, so you can climb up and try and flank them.
Are there people up there?
24 meters. Oh, this way. Shit, they're over here.
Safe zone.
No, there's still two.
Oh,
left.
there's two.
There's people right behind you on top of the roof, I'm telling you. I'm hearing them too.
Oh, he said this roof.
Yeah, he's on the roof.
Rest on your shoulder.
Oh, I got shot by the other roof though, so either way, I'm fucked. Yeah, look at the replay. Should have gone up the ladder, should have gone down. Son of a bitch. Yeah, they were all around, dude. I shouldn't have gone even down there either. Run through the bridge. Oh, they did a bad idea there.
Fuck! Bro, how does he see me? How does he see me in that? You know? How does he see me through the fucking grass like that? Alright guys, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back.
Alright, man. Good game.
Descent. Step 2. Get out.
Oh, we were supposed to grab it out with the tongs. The tongs.
Yeah, I know, bro. I was able to do shit.
Tongs from
Just stick it on the bracelet. your chair is from the other table.
No, I was going to grab my chair.
Okay. Oh. Drop it.
Love, come here.
Drop it. It is 2:03. I do like this.
My grandpa, Mama,
Hits a shot. He hits a shot. Good for you, man.
basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, we posted a video yesterday. You saw it. If you didn't see it, go watch it first. If you could, I mean, you don't have to. Either way, we figured out how to get low skill-based matchmaking lobbies. I know you're watching the video and you're like, oh my god, Expelling, you're gonna get into a low skill-based matchmaking lobby. No, yes, also yes. But today, the only other time I need to do this, I wanted to just look at something with you guys and kind of see a difference between my lobbies and the low skill-based lobbies. So we just hopped in. We hopped in. We did the little thing that you do, which you can see right here. I'm showing it on screen. Very, very easy to do. You hop in with an account that is completely brand new, and then you literally just go into duos, random duos, or whatever it is that you want to do, and you have that account back out. As soon as the game starts, you have them back out, and then you're in the game. That's it. That's the whole thing. You just saw that on your screen. But today, we hop in, and we're going to be spectating some of these players, and I'm going to talk to you about the differences. Please be kind in the comments. Please keep in mind what we're doing today. I love you guys. I just wanted to share this with you because it was very, very interesting to me. If you enjoy the video, drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel. 300,000 is on the way. I love you guys. Twitch.tv/Xpel. Get the frick out of here, baby. The specific method that Rara showed in his video is that you join on somebody that has a brand new account.
You want duos or you want quads?
Duos is fine. Duos is perfectly fine. You join on somebody that has a brand new account, and then they start the lobby, and then once you get into the lobby, they back out. That's what you're going to see out of a lot of these videos and stuff talking about it. That's exactly what it is. It's really not hard to do. You just have to get into a lobby with another account, and then have that account back out once you get into the game. I'm going to show you guys right now.
All right, enjoy.
Oh, thanks, bro. So we are in duos. A little bit different. But all we're gonna do, we're not like I've got streamer mode on. So anything that is said, I don't want to attack anybody individually. I don't want to attack anybody all. I just want to spectate these lobbies, and I want to show you guys what they're like whenever you get into them. That's it. That's the whole thing. We're not going to be using this. This is not a gameplay video or anything like that. We're literally going to jump in. We're going to splat the ground. We're going to die in the gulag, and then we're just going to spectate. That's it. That is the whole thing. Now, what terrifies me is that we might see a lot of camping. I don't know what's going to happen. Or we could see players that are actually not scared of going out, you know? That would be really cool as well. But there's a big chance we do get people that are going to be scared because this may be one of their first times playing the game or something of that sort. But we also might see people that are in reverse boosted lobbies on purpose, like myself in this specific situation. Again, I do not use this on the regular. I literally stream 90% of what I do, especially gameplay videos. That's all coming from streams, so you don't have to worry about things like that. Yeah, I use code RAIDAWAY in the COD store, or code RAID for RAIDAWAY. Love the dude. He's just a great guy. Matt, leave that in the video, but cut out me saying I don't want to spectate this guy. Look at this.
Your ass kicked in that one. We're sending you back to bed.
He didn't even push. He did not push that whole time. All right, let's see what we got going on in this game right here. We got Uni. He is literally level 1. Literally level 1. My man Uni, we got McClellan. Again, these are not actual names. Don't worry. There will be no destroying players by us. We just want to talk about and see what's going on. Very methodical gameplay. He lets the guy run by. He throws on his dead silence and he runs up behind him. McClellan gonna be up here taking the shots. We got one down. Good shots by this guy. He takes out the sniper. What an odd play. What an odd play. He's gonna be below him. He needs to be prepared. Teammate gets back up. The guy that he's facing didn't go for the thirst. Did not go for the thirst. You love to see that. You can hear him down below him if you listen. He obviously had come up that side right there. McClellan's got to take the push here. He's got to peek it, bro. You got to get right behind this, fake the tap, and then go for the kill. Again, these are going to be your lower skilled players. This is not me calling anybody out. This is not me being hateful. I feel like I need to say that 1,000 times. That was a great shot on his part. I need to say this 1,000 times because people are going to get upset with me in the comments no matter what. I just want to be clear. No matter what I say, no matter how you feel, I am not taking a shot at any of these players. These are not the players' real names. You cannot even find the players if you tried to. So I'm just showing you the difference between my lobbies and these lobbies that you're seeing reverse boosted accounts and seeing things like that get into. And anybody can do this. You saw it at the beginning of the video, exactly how to get into these lobbies. It's unbelievably easy. There's apparently another method from what I've been told that you don't even have to do what we said. It's literally you just get into a lobby no matter what. It's weird, but it does look like we're gonna have people that are just sitting in a building, kind of locking down one area. We have a very large circle. Obviously, we're on the first circle here. We've got 2 people with most wanteds. Bill McClellan over here getting absolutely clapped by a guy that is jumping around. Very odd. If he falls, he dies. So, oh, the plays. Ladies and gentlemen, the plays right there. Uni being a smart pickle. Just grabbing him, man. All right, now at this point, they do have enough for loadout. Let's see if they're going to go for that loadout off the rip. These are honestly not bad players, guys. Based off of what we're going to be expecting in lobbies like this, I'm thinking that with my KD, we're going to end up in lobbies that are about a 0.7. Maybe a little bit lower. And for you guys know that that's not super low on the KD spectrum. I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to say, hey, man, I got a 0.3. Why are you being so mean? I'm not. Just, again, not being mean. Just trying to showcase things that are a little bit different on the channel. So it looks like they are going to go for the loadout, which is good. Good. So they seem to be a little bit more experienced. McClellan, a level 19. Uni. Now that emblem looks like a prestige emblem, correct? But I'm not sure that's not level 1. You know what I mean? I think that like, it looks like he's got the Damascus thing. So these are relatively like good players, just low KDs. That's what we're looking at here. So whenever you do this method, you'll end up in lobbies where players are pretty decent. Yeah, so that's a prestige. So he's obviously played the game. He's probably just played it a lot and has a low KD. But the way that skill-based matchmaking in this game works is, for the most part, it's based on your last week. So I could be getting in lobbies with players that have just been really not doing well in the past week. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Here we go. All right, so he grabs a Car 98K and a Mac 10. The Mac 10 has been nerfed as of recently. You guys know the DMR, the Mac 10, the DMModdies, and the Type 63 all have been nerfed, which is fantastic. We're glad to see that. A lot of people still not thinking that the nerf is enough at this point. Not thinking the nerf is enough. But these guys, I just love to see them push something. I want to see the kind of gun skill that they actually have. I see that I think, there's no guarantee on this, but I think they're on controller. I don't really have a reason to think that they're on controller, other than the way that whenever that guy aimed down earlier, it went directly to his chest with the FAR. Mac 10 blueprint does more damage. All right, well, that probably makes sense. That probably makes sense. That's what I've been hearing, is that there's some broken weapons amongst us here. By the way, this is recorded live, so everything is on the record. Don't worry, there's no crazy editing that's going to go on in this video other than Matt cutting out the dumb stuff, like the things that I say that are... Matt, I'm sorry, bud. Now they're going for a bounty here. Yeah, I think, I mean, we've got one guy. One guy's obviously prestige, and the other guy is a level 19. So this guy also has the Damascus. What is the Damascus calling card? I never got into multiplayer. I never did anything about the calling cards. I just played this straight for content. I think a lot of people like think it's funny. They're like, "Oh my God, you're a streamer and you don't have Damascus." Ladies and gentlemen, I make YouTube videos. I don't play the game for a living. I make YouTube videos for a living. Darn it. MP5 challenge. It's just a challenge. I mean, he's got it in gold. This guy's a level 19, got it in gold. So if I had to take a guess, he's not played Cold War. He bought and played this game, but not played Cold War. He has walls. I don't think he has walls. I don't think that he has walls. And this, once again, this is the low skill-based matchmaking lobbies. And we're bound to see people that are also doing the exact same thing. And Raro's video at this point is now blowing up, been tweeted out by Charlie Intel, been tweeted out by Modern Warzone. There's a lot of things. A lot of things. So just expect a lot of people to be doing this. It's going to be kind of wild over the next few weeks to see how Activision reacts to things like this going on in the community. It makes me feel weird for the community that we're in, simply based on the fact that we're in such a weird place, man. We are in such a weird place in Warzone. Raven took over. It started out really well. They were fixing weapons that needed to be fixed pretty much immediately, and then it took them a week to fix the DMR. There were game-breaking glitches. They fixed those. Again, a week to fix the DMR. All these weapons stayed broken for an extended amount of time. And I'm hoping, and I'd love to know your opinion. I'm hoping that in the future, they will begin to vault these weapons, just because they are a little bit broken. Now, see, this is what I'm saying. These are the kind of players I was talking about. The reaction time, if you look at the reaction time by these guys, not super high. It's like they've watched enough streamers to know how to play. They've watched enough YouTube videos to learn how to get better. So they've played enough of the game to have the knowledge of how to play it. The guy had him on the heartbeat. He knew that there was a guy on the left-hand side. He also knew that there was a guy in the back corner. But whenever he peeked out, that guy in the back corner was sitting there for a solid second before either of them even thought about shooting. So that was a little weird to me. But then after he got that guy in the corner, he immediately jumped around and went for the kill there. So like I said, they've played enough. They probably just have lower KDs, lower score per minute, because they play slow. But I like knowing that we are watching people that are a little bit more methodical, a little bit smarter, and they're more concerned about... I like stealth, all right? I like stealth. I just don't like sitting in a corner. That's my point. The guys that they were fighting right there, just sitting in a corner, didn't like that. But I like when people are just like, they think their way through the situation before they do it. That's okay with me. For me, the reason that I go so fast whenever I'm playing the game is that I think through a situation in about a half a second. All right? A lot of these guys you're going to see that they're going to have to think through it very slowly. And that's because, one, experience, two, gun skill, and three, just not being good with both of those together. You know, that's what I'm trying to say without sounding awful. But these guys, obviously a little bit more methodical. They're playing smart. They're playing without making stupid mistakes. Okay, all right. So anybody here? Anybody explain to me? That guy just didn't care. That guy was like, I'm gonna float down and I'm gonna do it. He just nice and quick. Nice and quick. 4 kills on McClellan. Let's switch back over to the buddy. We got Uni with 3 kills. He's running a Car 98K. It looks like, excuse me for the hiccup. I can't tell. It looks like he's got a variable zoom scope, if I'm not wrong. Looks like a variable zoom scope. This is the scope that a lot of people like to use. I like his reticle. His reticle is very, very simple, very sleek, not ridiculous. And they just grabbed a... I'm going to talk about this guy's class in just a second. They just grabbed a bounty contract, so they are planning for this bounty. Of course I switch as soon as he finds the other guy. Dadgummit. So, McClellan grabs the bounty, but our boy is also running an MP5. This MP5 loadout is not a good loadout since they have nerfed the no stock and F-TAC collapsible stock on weapons, okay? I like to see. You love to see that. First of all, he's pulling down a little bit too hard. He's used to pulling down, but he's pulling down a little bit too hard. And that's what you saw right there. Instead of hitting his shots, he just went down thinking that he was going to have a lot of recoil. DMR shooting at him. While they fight, I was going to say, he's got an F-Tac collapsible stock. Absolutely pointless on the MP5. I've changed out. I'm now using the monolithic suppressor as well as sleight of hand instead of the F-Tac collapsible stock. And that's just going to be your best bet, in my personal opinion. And like I said... What? What? Was that weird? I think this guy's on controller. He's just gonna go right past, isn't he? Back it up. Back it up. What are you doing? He was like, nope, don't come back. Don't come back. I'm just laughing at the way that these guys are completely separated right now. And then there's cars driving around, people with stuff like that. But I think he's on controller. The reason I say that is because he's burst firing. If you're on mouse and keyboard, you're playing with a kilo, something like that, you're just going to pull down. You're going to have a lot more space to do so, especially at a distance. It's easier to get your shots. But obviously up close, you're going to have more of an advantage with the controller. Based around... I didn't know if he was going to be able to get that. Based around your sticky aim, your aim assist, stuff like that. So you're going to be better up close. If you hip fire, you're going to be better up close. This guy didn't have enough 5MW laser. But we've got our meta users, ladies and gentlemen. DMR, we've got our DMRs. They're out here. They're doing it. And they're ready for it. Man. Oh, no. Wait, never mind. Oh, wait. Uni's teammate left, bro. Uni is weird, bro. Uni is weird. Uni, brother. Come on, man. Why are you playing so weird? All right, so his teammate left. That's... Yeah. Yeah, teammate left. GG's. Lost his teammate there. He's going to go back. That's probably why they were playing so separate. They weren't really communicating well. And they were just trying to stick together a little bit. Just enough to where they could get their kills. But obviously, when you're going to be playing randoms, you're not going to have a teammate that has that chemistry. And that's what we saw here. Teammate backed out. Uni by himself to clean up the scraps of the Verdansk. So let's see what he's got. He does know that he has to go in. It looks like he's going directly to a train station. He's pissed that his teammates left. He's like, no, this is unbelievable. He's going to land on top of here. He's getting sniped as he lands. He better go ahead and take that helicopter. That's probably his best bet. There's not going to be any weapons here, but if he takes the helicopter and dip, dap, patty, whack, give a dog a bone, right on out of there. Got to pop the neck. Ooh! All right, Uni, let's see what you got. You going to grab this Peloton and go for the snipe? If my man Peloton snipes this guy, I swear, I gotta, Okay, okay. Why are you standing still, brother? Why are you standing still, brother? He's just standing completely still. There's no way he doesn't get sniped right here. Standing completely still as he goes for this kill. Probably not the best play. What I'd like to see is watching some players like this just get a little bit better moving. You can see the guy on the top of the hill just jumping around constantly. Uni here just refusing to move. Standing absolutely still. I have no idea. So hear me out here. The guy that's up top is so concerned about movement that he doesn't realize that Uni's aim's not that great. Right? So with that said, you'll see that he's jumping around and stuff like that. If he'd hold still for a half a second, he'd probably get the shot on Uni's head because he's just standing still. Now he grabs a Bruin here. The Bruin just absolutely disgusting, tearing things up as of recently. I don't know if you guys have seen it around the map, but this ground loop Bruin especially is disgusting. Disgusting, delicious, all at the same time. I don't know what to tell you, but the ground loop, if you see a ground loop Bruin, especially at the beginning of the game, I highly recommend you go ahead and grab that. It's going to be very, very useful for you. Now, another thing I'd like to point out is look at the amount of players left. When I'm playing duos anymore, these kind of lobbies, they take so little time to be down to like 20 players. Right now, we still have 26 teams. So we're going to be seeing slower lobbies, especially in the lower skill bracket, because they're not going to be going for those gunfights constantly. Obviously, you saw his teammate 4 kills, this guy 5 kills. Or maybe vice versa. I'm not entirely certain. But at this point, he obviously does have 5 kills because he went to the gulag. And I'm not sure really what he's doing. I don't think he really has a game plan in mind. I think a good thing to do whenever you're playing is to just have something in mind that you want to do. And you're not going to see a lot of people having that in mind. When you jump into a game, you need to have maps or places on the map that you like to go. That you know that if you drop in after you die, you go there because it's going to be your best shot. or you can make a quick, snappy decision. By the way, look at the amount of contracts on the map. You'll notice that there's a ton of contracts on the map because no one does contracts in the lower bracket lobbies. You're not going to see a lot of people doing contracts. Obviously, you're going to see things like the scavenger contracts and the recons. They're going to be disappearing a lot more. That's why you don't see any scavenger contracts, because it keeps you from having to fight people. And the only ones that are still available are obviously right here and right here, as well as the one that he's sitting right beside, which is also kind of a hot spot. I get shot. Again, people still using the DMR, refusing to switch out from the DMR, especially the people that have not been able to watch some of the videos about the DMR being nerfed. But Uni's going to have to pull out another weapon. Oh! He hits a shot. He hits a shot. Good for you, man. Good for you, man. I'm excited to see that. Oh, almost hit a shot right there, too. Uni, brother, you're disgusting. Let's go. Slide into it. Slide into it. Oh, no. No, no, no. Lay down, lay down, lay down. You don't have a mask. You don't have a mask. There's a mask on the ground. I knew he was going to fail. His only play right there, he was so focused on getting the weapons and hiding from that guy. The thing that he wants to do in that specific situation is when you run for that, you grab the satchel and you grab a gas mask. The gas mask needs to be your first course of action, because if you grab that first, you can obviously sit in the storm for a little bit longer. You have that 13-second window where you get to sit in that storm and grab whatever you need. Obviously, he's going to have somebody shooting at him, but as long as he's jumping and moving around, he's going to be able to keep himself alive. Now, the people we're watching right here, we have a Sandler as well as Barnes. Barnes with 7 kills, popping his shots, doing his best with this weapon. You're seeing that the DMR, while it's nerfed, is still going to have a lot of people just trying to use it, man. It's not a bad gun. It's not a bad gun. It's just a regular gun is the point. It's a viable weapon. It's basically like the Auger DMR from Blackout. If any of you guys play Blackout, I'm sure you remember it. It hit hard. You could kill somebody in 4 shots, but it did not have any good recoil. It was very, very bad recoil. So you had to watch out for that. So Barnes and Sandler, neither of them having really any plates to share. They're going to be forced to go in and grab plates here. He marked the buy, obviously $2,300. The only thing that he can buy is plates. They're going to see off in the distance a vehicle right over there. Vehicle not popping up right here. And whenever you see a vehicle in the distance, you can check your minimap and see if they got out if you're too far away, because the vehicle will go from invisible to visible on your minimap. So just make that pop up. You can also see that it's still red. Now, weird thing is about red vehicles, there's no guarantee that they've actually gotten out or that they're still in the vehicle. Luckily, he gets a satchel. See, there it is. He jumps out. You can see it right here. It is officially popping up on the map. Very, very useful. And I'd love to know, what do you guys think the name of this video should have been? I asked this in every single spectating video. I'd love to know your opinion. What do you think the title of this video should have been? I don't know what it is, but I want to know your opinion. What should it have been? A lot of you guys like to say that I clickbait. So if you got a better title, it's still going to get clicks. Let me know. This guy's spending way too much time on the buy. He should be able to get around the corner. Teammate can get him if he runs. Teammate can get him if he runs. Stop moving. Teammate. Brother, we can't do that. We cannot be doing that. No, sir. You can't leave your teammate out there high and dry, man. Like, you got to pay attention. You got to allow your teammate to call out for you. And in that situation, I'm assuming that guy was yelling, "Hey, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I need you to pick me up right now." And this guy's too terrified to run out. He's not going to get killed. The other guy was missing his shots. It's nice to just try and outsmart your enemy, you know? Think of the number of shots it took to take care of your teammate. All right. Your teammate took 3 shots while down and it didn't kill him. So at that point, I know that unless I'm standing still, that guy's not going to be able to hit my shots. I know that a lot of you guys won't be able to think this through as fast as I do. And this isn't me saying I'm smarter than you or anything like that. It just means, obviously, I'm a little bit more experienced. This is obviously my job. But these are all things that I think about in about a split second. Whenever it's happening, you need to be able to make these split-second decisions to where you can continue to prosper within Warzone. Otherwise, it's just not going to be good. Don't title it reverse boosting. I swear I didn't reverse boost and spectate players in Warzone. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to tell you. At least his teammate came back. His teammate already got his loot. They've literally already got their stuff. They're back on the map, doing their thing. 15 players remaining. 8 teams remaining. Barnes and Sandler. Let's see what these guys have. I mean, DMRs, double DMRs, dude. These guys still running meta. This guy doesn't even have his DMR leveled up all the way. Only 30 bullets. He's running like a compensator or something like that as the barrel, the muzzle, I mean. I don't see this going too swell, dude. I just don't see this going too swell for them. I don't know why. It might just be a feeling, but I don't see it happening. I think one thing is, I honestly, like, it's not like I have an issue with the DMR meta or anything like that. I'm kind of just tired of the content that it causes. And I think you guys can agree. I've gotten a few comments. Oh my God, another DMR video. It's just where we're at, man. I'm just as not happy about it as you guys are, you know? It is not something that I want to see every single video. It's not something, anything like that. It makes me kind of bored of the game. What did he just do? How did he turn around that fast? How did he turn around that fast? What the heck, bro? You don't need a net Duma to play Warzone? Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't see that going well for them, dude. I did not see that going well for them. Oof. Oof. Come on, man. Oh my God. At this point, I'm being told, I'm getting a text that the Twitch is down. So if anybody's still here, hey guys. If you're watching on YouTube, hey, it doesn't matter to you. But apparently no one can watch. So I'm gonna have to end the stream after this video. No! That's all right. Hey, my man, he's got the FAR. This is a weapon that I would recommend to you guys right now. A FAR is a great weapon to use at this point. 2 people sitting on the roof. Great headshot right there. Great headshot on his part. Another headshot. These guys obviously out of plates, which is kind of sad. Completely out of plates. And they're just getting smacked by the guys that we're watching right now. I love in-game in situations like this because people play very differently. You know, you get in a situation where the KDs are a little bit lower. Everybody kind of slowly moves in. They play it a little bit more safe. They're running the edge. And they're just trying to pay attention to Iceman Isaac's tips and tricks that they've watched from 7, 8, 9, 10 months ago, where he said to just run the edge. What do we call it? I don't remember what it's called. Pinwheel rotation? So, I mean, these are people that have definitely watched, you know, they looked up how to get better at Warzone. They looked up best way to win Warzone. They saw the pinwheel rotation. That's exactly what they're sticking with, which is fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm specifically saying, like, that's just what you're going to see. That is the smartest thing you can do whenever you are a newer player, rather than trying, like, you won't see people going for the high ground and stuff like that. You'll see a little bit more experienced players going for the high ground, sticking at the very, very top of the roof up there, like the guys that we watched them down. Those guys, while they're not that great, they did know we need to take the rooftop so that we can be able to shoot down on people. We're not going to get in a situation here, but these guys, I like the way that they play. I like the way that we're watching Vaughn here run around the edge of the map. He's got his heartbeat sensor, and this late in the game, in a lobby like mine, you're not going to see people even having anything but ghost. But these guys, no ghost. They don't even care. They don't even care. It doesn't even matter to them. This guy's cracking me up. Look at his riot shield. Look at his riot shield, poor feller. Oh, he's got a... Man, you ain't got no business doing that to him. That was just rude, bro. Ouch. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, 3 teams remaining, all teams of 2. These guys in the perfect position. All they have to do is go ahead and cross, get to the wall, and they win the game. That's literally it. They win. I'm very serious about that. They win the game as long as they keep this side before anybody else does. Got the guys up top. Easy claps. There's going to be one more team down below. He heard him in the storm directly south. Let's see what he's got. Directly south. Ooh, they rotated around to his teammate. Get out your other weapon. Get out your other weapon. He's right in front of you. Get out your other weapon. On your right. On your right. Get ready for it. He's going to be at the door. He's going to be at the door. just destroyed. Wasn't prepared for him to be at the door. Didn't jump around the corner, aimed down. He slow peeked it, and that is where he lost. Ladies and gentlemen, GG to the people in this game. I love to see the difference in skill levels as you go down the ladder and just see how people play. And hopefully I gave you guys some ample tips. I hope you guys enjoy.
$300 for that and $2,000 for this, way too expensive. But today I'm going to show you guys how to get all this stuff for a lot cheaper. Okay.
Oi! Are you subscribed? If you're not subscribed, you're not. What are you doing? Take a second. It takes 2 seconds. Go down below, click the subscribe button, and just get subscribed because content's pretty fire over here, guys. I'm just saying. Now that I've asked for you to subscribe, we're gonna get into a sensitive topic. We're gonna get into a topic that a lot of people get very upset about, and especially the ones in the Call of Duty community, because it is a hot topic. It is hot topic. It's okay. It's a hot topic. It is, and it's something that is touchy, very sensitive, very sensitive, because a lot of people have opinions, and a lot of people also don't see certain things from any perspective except for their own. So I'm going to try and be the angel and the devil on your shoulder. I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm also going to be, trying to explain things from a content creator, streamer perspective on a lot of things that have happened over the last few days. First of all, I do want to apologize. I've not been uploading the past few days. I've been signing some papers, and I'll just leave it at that. But today we're going to be covering the 200,000 bans that have happened in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So Activision, as of recently, or not Activision, but Infinity Ward tweeted out that they have officially banned over 200,000 people in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's insane. That is huge. But do you know how many of those were done by hand? Way too many. And I've been somebody that has been asking for an anti-cheat for a really, really long time. And I mean, it really, like, since the game of Warzone came out, I was like, why don't we have an anti-cheat? Why don't we have something that can detect these people? But I get it. I get why we haven't had an anti-cheat, and I'm going to explain it to you right now. So Activision decided to add in somewhat of an anti-cheat, which means they can detect certain cheats within the game. As of recently, it has been the engine owning cheats, and they banned 20,000 players. They banned 20,000 players in a ban wave of people that are using the engine owning cheats. However, we do need to talk about Activision's track record whenever it comes to things like this. Activision does not have a great track record on most things. Between like having, a really, really ridiculously overpowered monetary system whenever it comes to microtransactions, where they literally made you gamble for it. Between, having an actual patent for players to get into lobbies with people that have skins and better guns and are better at the game than them, so that they'll want to buy skins and stuff like that. Activision does some pretty shady things, but also they've done these ban waves before and banned hundreds, if not thousands, of wrongly, like, falsely accused players. So here's the deal. Activision doesn't have a great track record, right? And that needs to just be kept in mind. But past that, let's talk about what this anti-cheat thing means for us. First of all, it means less cheaters. We're gonna have a lot less cheaters within the game, and that's huge. The fact that they're slowly starting to put in things for certain cheats in the game that they've found is fantastic. It's fantastic. I would assume they're kind of, reverse engineering, trying to figure out what it is that allows them to use the cheats, and then implementing that in the back-end system and stuff like that. But it also gives them the opportunity to find more engines like the one that we've already seen. And I do want to let you know, if you see me looking here, the reason why is because I've a very long list of things that we're going to be talking about in today's video. So please stay tuned. I'm gonna get to every single thing that you can think of. Okay. But it does also leave room for more wrongly accused players to get banned, like wrongly banned players. And that is what we may be seeing within this past wave. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. A person that I know, a person that I've known for a long time, named Wagnificent, was banned in Call of Duty Warzone, and this video is not really meant to be all about him. It's more to talk about the cheating situation and how excited I really am excited for them to start putting in more things like this. But I do want to remind you that Activision doesn't have a great track record. So Wag gets banned. I don't know how many of you guys know who Wagnificent is. He is a top streamer. He plays with a lot of the top guys, and he got banned. And from what we can tell, it does seem to be wrongly, I say we, content creators, it does seem to be wrongly banned, because it doesn't really make sense that he would be using cheats, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But he reached out to Activision over on Twitter, and he was like, hey, I believe I was falsely banned, and this seems to be a little bit wrong. From what I could see, Activision didn't respond to him. He sent a DM. I think they may have responded to the DM, but they didn't respond to him openly on Twitter. I would assume that's because there were so many people with check marks that were, you know, verified on Twitter responding and being like, yeah, this probably needs to get fixed. So I would say they didn't reach out because they don't want to get bombarded with messages just based on that. But they did, ironically, respond to somebody in the comments that said, oh, this also happened to me. And they were like, yeah, just send us a DM. And Wag sent a DM based on that. So that was kind of a funny thing. And then the next thing that happened that really blew up the situation is that Charlie Intel, the top leading Call of Duty news outlet, they covered it. They made a whole article saying top streamer Wagnificent gets banned, blah, 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 blah. And they went through everything, and they talked about everything, and they were like, yeah, it's 100% definite, all this other stuff. And then they were like, our sources, didn't name a source, didn't say anything about a source. They just said our sources say it's 100%. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure they have good sources, but when you say sources, it makes me believe that that's a little bit sus. It's a little bit suspect that that it could just be some dude that works close to Activision and is trying to get clout. But we'll go further with that. In the article, after everything's done said, and they finished saying all this stuff about it's 100% definite, at the very least, they added in this little paragraph that says, also, we actually have literally no idea what we're talking about. And there's nothing that says that he actually was banned for using cheats. And when I read that, I was like, what? What do you mean? You're going to make a whole article saying that this guy cheated on it's 100%, but we don't know. We don't know. There's no way to guarantee it. What? You can't do like that. You can't do that. If you don't have a hard evidence of saying 100% he's banned because of this, it doesn't make sense. So Charlie Intel, what the heck are you doing, dude? That blows my mind. But that's not the only thing. After Charlie Intel came out with a video about it, a cheater who also uses engine owning actually came out with a video himself. And we're not going to dive deep into the video, but we will talk about a few things in the video. He says that there is an icon on Wagnificent's desktop for Spotify that is the same icon that he used that was engine owning. However, in the video, he doesn't show the icon on his own desktop. He just says there used to be an icon right here. Sick, bro. That's dope, man. That's great. Good source in there. Thanks for showing us all of that. And then he goes, it could also be Microsoft Edge. So the picture he's talking about on Wag's desktop is actually what a broken shortcut looks like whenever you update your app, right? So let's say that I have an app on my desktop, or I put it in my taskbar or something like that, and then I update the application. What's going to happen is it's going to break the link, and it's going to look like the default shortcut icon or whatever it is for any program on the computer. So that's kind of disproven already, because there's no guarantee that it wasn't just a broken updated app, because he didn't even show it on his own PC. This could just be a clout chase for someone that cheats in video games, which already tells you that, like, if he's cheating, how much can you really trust the guy? That's the point. And people look at the guy and he's like, he's cheating, he's got to be right. What do you mean? Have you known cheaters to not be liars? Really are you telling me that? So that's what a broken shortcut link looks like. And then after being pressed about it, Wagnificent says, Wagnificent says, okay, well, I'll show you the link. So he opens up Spotify, he opens up Microsoft Edge, and he's like, well, look, it's not that. And then it's over. That's all you can say about that. And then the cheater also says, well, Wagnificent's on controller, and he's using aim lock hacks, so it doesn't show up on his stream or anything like that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So if you look at Wagnificent's gameplay, he's aim hacking, right? No, he's literally shooting at people. He's aiming down at people like a top tier player does. When a top tier player looks at somebody, they will adjust the aim to go at the highest damage points. You'll shoot about right here on the chest and it'll go up and hit the head. That's your goal. That's what you want to hit as a top tier player. I do it all the time. Everybody on controller is definitely doing it because they have, you know, aim assist, and it's easier to hit those body shots. So to say that he's got aim lock, it doesn't really make sense either. And then if you look at players like TP, who's on controller, by the way, his looks the exact same. So you can't say, because then you have to be like, well, if Wag's cheating, then TP's cheating. If TP's cheating, then Symphony's cheating, and we'll talk about that later. If Symphony's cheating, then Courage JD and Tim the Tapman and Ninja and all these other guys are cheating. And do you know how stupid that makes you look? Do you genuinely know how dumb that makes you look? And I'll get into that as well later as to why it makes you look dumb. But let's move on to my experience with Wagnificent, ladies and gentlemen. How do I know Wagnificent? Do I even know this guy? Am I just talking about how this guy's so cool and the best? I kind of know Wagnificent, just a little bit. He's not my best friend. We don't go skipping down through the daisies, holding hands and singing Kumbaya or anything like that. But I know him a little bit. Okay, I played with him a single day in Blackout. Okay, I played with him a single day in Blackout, and this man carried me so hard. He is so unbelievably good. And this is on PS4, by the way. PS4. He is so ridiculously good. And the only thing that he could have that would make him any better would be like the Cronus. I think it was the Cronus Max back then, right? You had the Cronus Max. And the only thing that did was like the rapid fire mods and stuff like that and things of that sort. And you saw it very, very little on that game, and people like and I apologize for mentioning your name in this, people like Youngsters got called out for it. He literally took it off and showed, like, he had a strike pack. He didn't have the Cronus, but he had a strike pack, and he got called out for that. And the only reason he had a strike pack was because he wanted to use the back buttons, because it was $40 versus a $200 scuff controller, and it just made more sense. So he takes it off and he's like, all right, fine, we won't use the back buttons. He's just as good, if not better. You see Youngsters is thriving on Twitch, so there's no reason to be like, oh, well, you know, he's got to be cheating if he's this good. That's stupid. That's such a dumb mindset. And I see that so much within, you know, the community is like, if they're this good, they must be cheating. Like, I have videos where I literally shoot people through walls, and people are like, oh, you're cheating. And I'm like, how could I be cheating? Because I've got 2 PCs. We'll get into that later too. I've got 2 PCs. How could I possibly cheating? Regardless, he's an unbelievably good player. But after the day that I played with him, about a week later, we were planning to play with each other again, and TP ends up being like, hey bro, you trying to play? So he picks up Wagnificent, and Wag starts playing with the big boys. He's playing with all the popular guys in Call of Duty Blackout. And then after that, moving into Warzone, he continues to play with the same people. He continues to play with these top people. In fact, he's meeting more and more top names to play with, okay? So moving in, you know, like, yeah, I lost Wag. I didn't get to play with Wag again. He was a super cool guy whenever I played with him. You know, we talked in DMs quite a few times here and there about certain things, you know, to do better as content creators, what we could do. I talked to him about the things that were happening to me during Blackout, because I was in a tough spot in Blackout, and he was always nice to me. You know, he always stood up for the things that were right, and just based off of his merit, just based off of the kind of person that I think that he is, the kind of person that he seems to be, and trust me, I'm pretty good at judging people. It didn't really make sense to me that he would be a cheater in this situation, but we'll go past that actually. But yeah, a lot of people, whenever, you know, they lose somebody that they want to play with, and they see him playing with the big dogs, they get really jealous. But for me, from a business perspective, I look at it and I'm so excited for the guy, because that's a big move. Making the move to play with people like TP and stuff like that, especially like the top dogs in the game, that's a big deal. So he does that, and then he does it in Warzone. He continues to play with these guys in Warzone, and he played with all the top names that you can think of. So he did all this without cheating. So why does he need to cheat? Right? That's my first question. Why does he need to cheat if he's already getting, you know, recognition without cheating in Call of Duty Blackout, moving into Warzone, still not cheating? Why does he need to cheat? What's the point? What's the point? So let's talk about risk versus reward, ladies and gentlemen. What is the reward for cheating in Call of Duty Warzone as a content creator, as somebody that streams, as somebody that makes YouTube videos? What is the reward that you get? You get you play a little bit better, especially with the cheats that he supposedly was using, which was aim lock without walls or anything like that. It was just aim lock. You'd get close to them and they lock on, right? And by the way, that's a button. That's a button that you press on your keyboard. I'd just like to point that out. If you want to aim lock, it is a button that you turn on, because we've had this discussion in a lot of the older videos that I did where I spectated hackers, and watching so many hackers, you kind of learn this dude's not hacking. So it's a button that you press, and you can see when it automatically locks. They'll be like the person's body is right here. They'll be about right here, and it'll just flick straight to their head just as fast as it possibly can. So that's not what you see with Wag's gameplay, but risk versus reward, he plays slightly better and gets some viewers, right? He gets some viewers. He pulls them from Symphony, TP, whoever it is that he's playing with at the time. His risk is that he loses his whole career. Everything that he's worked for years. He loses his audience. He loses the friendships, the connections that he's made, possible sponsorships, tons and tons of money. For those of you that care so much about money, he loses all of that if he cheats and he gets caught cheating. Let that sink in. From a business perspective, this small thing that could get you so little versus losing everything, it doesn't make sense. It would make no sense for him to do that. So that's why I think, first of all, it would be stupid. It would be so dumb. And Wag, let me tell you, brother, I love you, but if you are found out cheating, I'll kill you myself, dadgummit. That's stupid. Don't do that. But it wouldn't make sense from a career standpoint. Okay, let me just start there. So let's kind of talk about something here. He built connections without cheating and play with top names in the game. So what's the point of cheating? There's not one. Would it really help that much? Not really. What could it possibly do to further his career past the connections that he's already made? It couldn't. And I will say this: there's been a ton of messages that I've been getting on Twitter and stuff like that, because I've responded to a few things trying to explain myself and be like, it just doesn't make sense that he would do this. So there's a couple of messages, and then Esports Talk also made a video on this, and they didn't give an opinion or anything like that. But in the comments, I read some things that are the top questions, I would say, about whenever it comes to him cheating. The first thing was, just because he's a streamer doesn't mean he doesn't cheat. And yeah, no, that's true. There's plenty of streamers that have been caught cheating. There's been plenty of pros that have been caught cheating. And most of these guys, first of all, are on one PC setups, and it's very hard to catch a lot of these, top pros or anything like that. But you don't really see it from people that are, first of all, on controller, because it's 10 times harder to cheat because you don't have these macros on your keyboard or anything like that you can just press immediately. You can't just flick on, flick off, turn on, turn off, stuff like that. So if you're playing at the top level, if you're already at the level that Wag is, he has the numbers, he's playing with the top guys, you don't really have a reason to make that risk. It doesn't really make sense. The next thing is engine owning was detected on his computer, and that's why he was banned. Actually, contrary to popular belief, there's literally no proof suggesting that it was engine owning, and even Activision has refused to speak on this specifically because they just said there was a ban wave. Okay, that's what they said. Why would they ban him for no reason? Again, Activision's track record is not that great. Activision does it all the time and literally is known for making mistakes whenever it comes to banning people wrongly or just doing stupid things. Just know that Activision doesn't have a great track record whenever it comes to this, especially with people that are not COD partners. Hashtag COD partners, the ban is proof. That's the next thing. No, ban is not proof. I had a friend who got banned, and literally if he tried for weeks or months, could not figure out how to put cheats on his computer, no matter what. I promise you, and if you guys are friends with me, you know who I'm talking about. I love the guy, but my man, I've helped him with so many things on his computer. He could not figure out, if he wanted to, how to put cheats on his computer. I can promise you that. It would not make any sense. Next thing, every top player cheats. First of all, most top players are on two PCs. As far as I know, when you do this, you actually have to run the whole screen through a capture card in your streaming PCs, okay? So what that does is, if you have cheats on your screen, if you have anything popping up on that monitor, it would show up on the stream no matter what. There's no way to hide it. There's very few people that are top streamers that actually stream on one PC, but mostly because it's like a money thing. If you're making enough money, why not invest in your stream, stuff like that. So most streamers that I know play on two PCs. They'll stream on two PCs. They've got one PC for gaming, one PC for streaming, and that's where they go. They'll do 100% off of those two PCs So there's really no way that you could say that every top streamer that plays Warzone or all these other games, they're hacking, because it doesn't make sense. He plays with Symphony, so he must be cheating. First of all, if you really think Symphony is cheating, you have a big old smooth brain. None of the wrinkles. There's no wrinkles in your brain, which means you got the big dum-dum. He grew his brand, like Symphony grew his brand specifically around the fact that people thought he was cheating. So what he would do is he would troll people, and he would do things like shooting through walls or shooting at people in the sky. And every once in a while, 1 in 1,000 chance of him doing this, he would hit people. And when he hit people, people would be like, oh, he's cheating. And they'd clip it and stuff like that. But he did it all the freaking time. All the time before he ever had any crazy clips happen. So don't think for a second that Symphony's actually cheating because he's trolling you. And you are stupid for thinking so. Okay, the next thing is that he shouldn't have blocked his screen whenever the error message popped up. First of all, I want to say, like, I've been getting the same error message over and over that he got on his screen. And it's kind of funny that people use that as an excuse. First of all, anytime I show my desktop, I don't feel comfortable. And the reason why is because personally, I keep folders on my desktop that are things that I want to get to easily or things that I'm working on for the future that I don't want to show people about, right? So I don't like showing my desktop personally, which means anytime that, you know, the game's gonna crash or something like that, I bring up my full face cam so that it doesn't show the actual, you know, screen. I don't want to show my desktop. So that's pretty much the last thing that people are talking about. I think there's a few more things, but hopefully I covered everything whenever it comes to WAG. I just think it's crazy. I'm very, very excited. I really am. I'm very excited about, you know, being able to have these anti-cheats in the game. You have to understand there are going to be things that happen wrongly. They're going to wrongly like ban certain people, and every once in a while, you know, it happens. It really does happen, and Activision is known for something like this. So you can't expect them to not make mistakes, especially because they're a big name company. Heck, they've lied to us in the past about skill-based matchmaking being in Warzone. They literally looked the creators in the face whenever they came up to play Warzone, and they were like, yep, nope, there's not going to be any skill-based matchmaking in Warzone. And then look at where we're at now. Everybody's fussing about skill-based matchmaking. So just know Activision doesn't have a great track record when it comes to things like that, but they're also just people and they make mistakes. So please don't hold them to the highest standard in the world just because they're a AAA company. You know, it's stupid. It wouldn't make sense for us to hold them to such a high standard, because we've already seen what they're capable of, and most of the time it takes forever, especially after, you know, laying off 800 plus people last year. It takes a lot longer. So the last thing I'd like to say, the very last thing I'd like to say, is that everyone supported Doc, and they were really confused, and nobody was upset whenever Doc got banned from Twitch, right? And there were suspicions of what it could be. There was no reason that he was banned. No one gave a reason. Doc didn't give a reason. Twitch didn't give a reason. And there were suspicions of what it could possibly be. But, you know, everybody supported him. Everybody was like, no, we're with you, Doc, stuff like that. And then something similar happens to WAG whenever it comes to his Activision account, and people immediately assume the worst because of what happened. People said, you know, with Doc that it was a lot of different things that it could have been, but no one had any clue. And the same thing happened here with WAG, and everybody's like, nope, he's a cheater, he's a cheater, he's a cheater. Everybody's happy because they can find somebody and target their hatred towards them over the situation. So we don't know. There's literally no hard evidence, and the only hard evidence that could specifically make it to where, you know, WAG was 100% cheating is if Activision specifically came out and said, hey, he was cheating. But when they were pressed about this, they declined to speak on him specifically, but instead said that there was a ban wave. That's all they said. So they know that there's room for error, and they know that there's an opportunity that they could have messed up. And that's what we need to keep in mind in situations like this, instead of the mindset of guilty until proven innocent. That's ridiculous to me. I get the internet is the wild, wild west, but stop doing this guilty until proven innocent crap. It makes no sense. Look at somebody, especially somebody that's respected. I mean, respected.
Live TV from 85 plus channels with local sports and news. YouTube TV. Try it free.
Some of that, some of this, some of that. How you gonna do me like that? Walking here looking like a movie like that. You know I'm coming back if you move it like that.
The most famous high school athlete ever. Internet sensation.
Can you follow me back on Instagram?
Yeah, I don't run it.
Huh?
I don't run it.
You don't?
Mr. 92. As LeVar would put it,
no, he don't like the attention at all. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it. That's why he's an entertainer, man. Like I told him, I got Lonzo. I call him the people's choice. I don't care. You can vote who you want. The people gonna vote for him. Jello, that's the sexy one. All the girls love him. Melo's the entertainer. He gonna entertain your ass.
the youngest ball in the family and maybe the most talented. And he's right at the beginning. Again. But his story so far is something for the books. Man, how the days go by.
Give me hits with my leg shake.
Melo, he's just going to keep getting better and better every day. Because I told him this, not how much money you make, but if you want to be the best in the world, the best ever, you got a lot of work ahead of you.
What's good, everybody? It's Handles, and we're going to go through the wild journey of one of my favorite upcoming rookies. You've heard the name, LaMelo Ball. Melo was born on August 22nd, 2001 in Chino Hills, California, and despite being only 19 years of age, he was selected as the 3rd overall pick by the Charlotte Hornets in the 2020 NBA draft. Congratulations to LaMelo. He's the youngest of the Ball brothers, but some would argue he will fare the best in the big leagues, mainly due to his 6'7" athletic build, ball handling skills, and deep range. He's also got that court vision like Lonzo and that quick shooting release like Jello, which makes him an unstoppable force on offense. Yet, the road to the NBA wasn't always fun and games for LaMelo.
I've always loved sci-fi and the idea of being right on the edge of discovery and
to be the most viral player to come out of high school means there's always a target on your back.
Fire acting fools, sleep all day and play video games. But when it come down to winning, you don't want to win. Because you're getting your ass blasted by 30 points.
It goes out of bounds, but whoa.
Meet LeVar, father of the 3 Ball brothers and founder of the Big Baller brand. He alone turned all the spotlights to his family by gaining unexpected media attention and using it to his advantage. He mainly did this by saying outlandish things and trolling the public. Guess what? It worked.
You said you could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one. Is that just, are you?
No, you know it's real too. He's too small. He's too little. If you're weighing 210 pounds,
right?
We playing one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know I'm undefeated one-on-one. I don't never lose one-on-one.
Did you ever play Michael Jordan?
If he played me, he'd cry.
A lot of people call LeVar a troll for this, but I'd say he's a marketing genius. So before high school, LaMelo built his on-court reputation by playing on his father's AAU team. Most of his life, LaMelo generally played against older and more experienced competition. In 2016, Melo made his official high school basketball debut at Chino Hills as a freshman. He hit the court blazing and was instantly a starter. Along with his 2 older brothers, Melo proved himself to be impactful from the jump, dropping 27 first in his first game, and they never slowed down. That 2016 Chino Hills team ended up taking the state title with a flawless 35-0 record and ranking #1 in the entire nation. Chino Hills and the Ball brothers were gathering national attention. LaMelo averaged 16.4 points and 4 assists and also took home Max Prep's National Freshman of the Year. But little did they all know, he was just getting his feet wet. As Lonzo graduated and moved on to UCLA, He ultimately took over and proved to everyone he's not just a high school wonder. The sophomore LaMelo picked up the reins at Chino Hills and showed everyone he could be the main ball handler and leader. As for his brother LaAngelo, he was still on the team, and that season they ended with a record of 30-3 and securing the spot as the 4th best team in the country. Yeah, not as amazing without Lonzo, but still very difficult nonetheless.
Someone with buckets, Quincy used to be boring. No, I was the best player right now.
You were the 3rd option, bro.
Last year, I'm the best player. I'm first option every year. I had 92, that's all I'm gonna say.
All I know is y'all didn't win nothing without me.
In that season, LaMelo averaged 27 points and almost 10 assists. But LaMelo stamped his name into history that season in February by dropping 92 points in one basketball game. This game really put him onto the scene. If you didn't know who LaMelo Ball was now, you just did. Despite scoring that many buckets, he couldn't seem to get the hate off his back. Although a lot of analysts criticized him for cherry picking and scoring easy buckets, my opinion on it, if even after 92 points the opposing team couldn't sense how to pick him up, like take a look at this bucket in that famous game. Everybody was guarding him and they still couldn't stop him. A bucket is a bucket. Even I know some grown NBA players that miss open layups. Unfortunately, February was not all filled with W's for the Ball family, and they heard of news that would change everything. On February 21st, 2017, LeVar was in the backyard training with the kids when Tina, LaMelo's mother, was inside doing what she does, taking care of the house. Seemed like a regular day in life for the Ball family, but moments later, Big Bobby rushed outside to tell LeVar he needed him inside. LeVar told him to ask Tina. He responded that it was about her and that she was having a stroke. Hear it from the big baller himself.
I was outside working with some kids, and then Big Bobby came inside and said, "Hey, LeVar, I need you inside for what?" And I said, "Hey, what the hell? Tina's inside. Go get her. These kids, I don't need to be doing nothing. I'm doing something else." And he was like, "No, it is Tina." And I was like, "Oh." Inside, and she was laying on the couch, and her eyes was just going up in the hand. I was like, "Tina, you up?" And she was like, just looking in the daze, like, man.
Unfortunately, the family fell into a dark and sensitive time in their lives. Not knowing if their mother would live on to see the next morning is devastating. The media picked up when Tina was not at Zoe's UCLA games, during which several rumors circulated about her health.
Your mom had suffered a stroke, and I just wanted to know if that was the case and how you're holding up.
I got no comment on that, man. It's a family thing.
Later in an interview with ESPN, LeVar and Lonzo stated that Tina spent 2.5 months in a hospital recovering. The stroke had caused her to lose the ability to speak. Especially for Melo, that couldn't have been easy. His bond with his mother always seemed the tightest. He would joke around with her the most, and I feel he had another level of bond with her, being the baby in the family. This couldn't have been easy for him, and LaMelo would often talk about how his mother spends the entire day in the gym with him during workouts. Following Tina's stroke, LeVar told Lonzo and his two sons, 15-year-old LaMelo and 18-year-old LaAngelo, to just focus on basketball. "You all do what y'all do. I got your mama," LeVar told them. LeVar was right. She did get better, from gaining the ability to speak again to be able to walk around without a wheelchair. On June 22nd, 2017, Melo's oldest brother.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm editing my video with the War 9.
What kind of YouTube videos do you make?
Makeup videos.
Which one's better?
So my favorite feature of the iPhone is...
What's so funny?
No more treats for you.
Why?
Because I said so.
Why? Whoa, your video's going viral! Is that all for you? Why's your room a mess?
This is what happened.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Lonzo was selected by the Lakers as the 2nd overall pick. This is where the fun really began for the Ball family. 4 days later, LaMelo would appear on a televised WWE Monday Night Raw segment, also featuring LeVar. Sorry, we have to see that run again.
Well, I'll tell you, LaMelo Ball as a sophomore.
LeVar didn't hesitate getting straight into business with The Miz. And I guess LaMelo was so excited, he forgot that it's all live.
Because you do a lot of this, and all I want you to do is prove it.
Boy, you better stay in your lane. Oh, boy, you making me sure. Okay. Oh, put your clothes back on, Buck, man. You ain't doing it, man. Homework.
Oh, no. Wait, is Ambrose the voice playing? Beat that nigga ass. Beat that nigga ass.
But that was just the tip of the iceberg for the Big Baller brand. They had the world at their fingertips and everyone's attention was unquestionably on them. It felt as though this momentum truly wouldn't come to a standstill. Following later that month, the Big Baller brand team played against future #1 draft pick Zion Williamson in a matchup everyone had their eyes on. It was one of the highest publicized AAU games we had ever witnessed. This game has over 10 million views, and after an intense duel, LaMelo's team ended up losing 104-92. But it wasn't a complete L for Melo as he outscored Zion 31-28, despite being a year younger and a whole lot lighter. On August 29th of the same year, a new reality TV show emerged from out of nowhere, Ball in the Family. Just like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but more centered around the boys and basketball. It was a hit, and at this point, it just seems like LeVar just couldn't miss. Yet again, LaMelo wasn't done breaking records as a freshman, becoming the youngest athlete ever to release a signature shoe, the Melo Ball 1. But now things started to quickly change. On October 2nd, 2017, before his junior season, Melo left Chino Hills to be homeschooled because his father disapproved of the newly appointed head coach and school administration. LeVar told Ramona Shelburne from ESPN, "I'm not dealing with that coach. I don't need no distractions from Melo." And a few months later, after Jello's shoplifting incident, he had pulled Jello out of UCLA as he felt like LaAngelo wasn't getting fair treatment from his college, and they both went on and signed with an agent, which in turn, he had no more NCAA eligibility. So all of his plans of college basketball were finished. So LaAngelo and LaMelo signed a deal with a Lithuanian pro team, and LaMelo became the youngest American ever to sign with a professional team at just 17 years old. He started to gain experience that would be deemed invaluable, but this was nothing new to him, as he had been playing with kids older than him for his entire life. He even humiliated one of his older brothers from time to time.
Hey! I'm done! Watch out! I'm done! I made him fall!
He averaged 7 points and 2.4 assists, shooting 26.8% from the field in 13 minutes per game. With his team, he took part in many exhibition games and had some pretty nasty games, but he was still maturing. This and all just sped up the process, as after noticing his boys weren't getting enough playing time, LeVar decided to do what he always does, pulled them from the team and criticizing the Lithuanian team's head coach. And now LeVar had a new plan in mind. If no one was going to give his boys a proper pro or college experience, he was just going to do it himself. Thus began the JBA, a league for top amateur players who needed an alternate route to play professionally without having to compete at the college level for no money. Now in LaMelo's debut, he recorded a whopping triple-double of 40 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists, and 3 steals, shooting 15 of 40 from the field in a 134-124 win over the New York Ballers, while being named to their All-Star team. But he was still human. Throughout the course of the season, it felt as if he had lost his motivation to play. He started showing up tired, playing video games all night, and just looked straight out of it.
Turnovers. I'm very disappointed in you. It's about the childish that you got me on a whole nother zone. You terrible, son. I thought you was better than that, man. You think you're bigger than what you are, and you're not. You're not a good leader, son. Because you're not focused on the game. You ain't getting nobody to the league playing like that.
Even Zoe tried his best to give the LA Ballers a morale boost while watching one of their practices, especially Melo.
All I'm gonna say is, man, y'all just need to play harder, to be honest. What happened in New York, that can't happen. Lose by 30, like that's not cool. And Melo, you know that, bro. Y'all in here laughing like it's a joke. Y'all professionals, bro. The real basketball, that's gonna get your ass traded or waived, bro.
Looked like all that change had made him lose his passion for the game. As time passed, Melo was selected as one of the select players to play for JBA USA, which meant he would face several European teams on an international tour. And then on October 31st, near the end of Melo's JBA season, he got into one of the most viral fights on the internet. They were playing against a Lithuanian team when things got a little too heated.
Shoot it whenever you're out. It goes out of bounds, but whoa. Oh, hello. We've got a skirmish going down here.
Oh man, that was badass. Melo got ejected for slapping a player who tried to disrespect him, although I have to say, Melo did kind of push him beforehand. But did you guys see Jello come to his brother's side right away? Props to his brother Jello for running in with no hesitation. He's a real one. On the other hand, LeVar didn't take this lightly and gave Melo a lecture that he would never forget.
The Bachelor is back. Stream it live on ABC with YouTube TV.
Opera GX. This is the first browser designed specifically for us gamers. When browsing your favorite websites such as YouTube, Twitter, or even Twitch, it just looks and feels fantastic. With the GX control, you can choose how much RAM and CPU you're using, so your gameplay isn't affected whilst you're watching your favorite streamer or YouTuber. Now, if you're like me and you find yourself on Twitch for most hours of the day, well, you'll never miss a live stream with the Twitch integration.
You're a selfish mother. I thought you had my back. You don't care about nobody on the team. You don't care about winning. You care about yourself. And I'm supposed to be calm.
But something was holding him back, just bothering him to not be able to focus, to be himself. Why wasn't this 17-year-old enjoying his experience abroad? Then it all made sense. He never got to experience his senior year, his prom, his friends, that transition from high school to the real world. Finally, that's when Melo decided he needed to talk to his father about his future.
I just want to finish off like my high school, like senior year.
It looks like LeVar wasn't pleased to hear that request, but after thinking it over, he decided that he was pushing LaMelo too hard and it was something he deserved and was entitled to. After skipping his junior year and part of his senior year to play professionally, Melo joined Spire Institute and Academy, a prep school in Ohio, where he played under head coach Jermaine Jackson. Spire competed outside the jurisdiction of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, allowing Melo to play without the concerns over his amateur status. So he debuted for Spire, recording 20 points, 13 assists, and 5 rebounds in a 96-84 win. And on March 7th, 2019, he scored 41 points, including 29 in the first half, in a 102-67 victory. He helped his team reach the final and was named season MVP. LaMelo was finally back to himself and focused on what he loves to do. On June 17th, 2019, LaMelo signed a 2-year contract, including NBA out clauses with the Hawks of the NBL.
Next year, take my talents to the NBL and play for the Illawarra Hawks.
Excellent, over in Australia.
Yep.
Absolutely.
He joined the Hawks through the NBL Next Stars program, which aims to develop the NBA draft prospects. For the NBL season, he moved to Australia with his former Spire Institute coach, Jermaine Jackson, who became his manager and helped him develop. On October 6th, in his first regular season game, Melo tallied 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists on 6 of 17 shooting in a loss to the Bullets. He assumed a more important role following a season-ending injury to star point guard and former NBA player Aaron Brooks. Then, Melo recorded a season-high 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists. In an overtime victory, he became the youngest NBL player ever to record a triple-double. In his next game, Melo posted another triple-double, scoring 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. He became the 4th player in league history to record consecutive triple-doubles. Everyone was starting to take notice of LaMelo again. Nobody just a year prior thought he would be this good, as most just wrote him off. But his draft stock was rising, and all of a sudden, he was a contender to be the #1 overall pick. He parted ways with the Hawks on January 28 to return to the United States and prepare for the 2020 NBA draft. Through 12 NBL games, he averaged 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists per game.
With Stadia, you have what it takes to play the biggest games. We're talking can't miss AAA face melters in all their glory.
Yes! See this, man? Take note.
So you can fight like a Jedi, fly.
At the end of the season, he was named NBL Rookie of the Year. Months leading up to the draft, LaMelo signed his first signature shoe deal with the one and only Puma. It was confirmed in August and is reportedly worth $100 million. Man, what a time to be a rookie. Now, it was the day that LaMelo has been waiting for his entire life. The day of the NBA draft. He had been a top prospect in the days leading up to it, but was entirely unsure where he would be selected and by who. Man, what a journey LaMelo has had. The ups and downs. Congratulations, young king. But your story has only just started. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, it's been Handles. Until next time.